On the Newshour tonight, Rahul Easwar on the one side with Madhukar Jetley of the Samajwadi Party. On the other side, Shazia Ilmi, formerly with the Aam Aadmi Party, now an independent political activist. Ranjana Kumari, director of the Centre for Social Research. And Advaita Kala is an author. Now, what actually surprises me, I was speaking to the superintendent of police from that region, Ranjana Kumari. What surprises me that they knew that this happened. The police took no action. They knew it happened. It happened day before yesterday. There was a home guards present there, right? But the police did absolutely nothing because the woman herself, they say, did not file an FIR. So this incident happened, the bystanders are responsible, the police is also responsible, aren't they?
Well, absolutely, Arnab, and also I think it's a day we should celebrate that our women are becoming more brave and also they can deal with this situation, and I'm really proud of that. But at the same time, look at the, it happens in UP. You remember Assam when the girl was molested by all these boys and all the bystanders were just looking. You remember there are so many such stories where they just don't do anything. I don't think a society which claims to be Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam and the whole world is family, and when something happens to women, they just like to stand, watch, laugh. You remember in Nirbhaya case, she was thrown naked on the roadside and people just passed by and nobody did anything. And that is true. Now it is happening in UP, which is already a jungle raj. There is no semblance of any law and order, no police acts ever for it. They don't stand by women, and even in case of Unnao, when the girls were hanging, police took almost 18 hours to reach that spot. So I think this is what UP police is all about.
So why didn't they, Mr. Jetley, it's not important enough, is it, Mr. Jetley?
Boys. That's what he said, boys are boys.
No, so Mr. Jetley, it's not important enough, it's just normal, is it? This kind of incident happens till a woman herself files a complaint, it's not an important issue for you to look at. आफ्टर ऑल लड़कियों के साथ इस तरह की परेशानी तो रास्तों में होता रहता होगा उत्तर प्रदेश में, कौन केयर करता है? लोगों की बलात्कार हो रहे हैं, मर्डर्स हो रहे हैं, तो किसी औरत के साथ इस तरह का छेड़छाड़ हो जाए रास्ते में, तो फिर आपकी तो जिम्मेदारी नहीं बनती, आपको लगता होगा.
You are compiling 10 problems. You are compiling 10 problems.
I'm just compiling one problem, which is your indifference.
Only to this incident, I will be very happy about it.
Only one?
No, I'm only going to be very happy about it if you limit yourself to this incident only.
Yes, I'm limiting myself to this incident, but
only to this incident.
I'm limiting myself to this incident. My simple question to you, sir, is that your police is your police. Uttar Pradesh Home Guards reports to your government. This incident happened day before yesterday. I spoke to the police officer 20 minutes back. Police officer confirmed to me that they knew, but they had not yet taken action. Action is taken only when you are embarrassed in the media, which means, Mr. Madhukar Jetley, कि जब तक आपको कोई
I do not know which police officer you spoke to.
I spoke to the SSP of the area, Mr. Om Prakash.
Give you a factual position.
I spoke to the SSP of the area, Mr. Om Prakash. I spoke to the SSP of the area, Mr. Om Prakash. I don't make up facts.
I spoke to the IG of the area.
The IG is then lying to you.
I spoke to the Inspector General of the area, and don't jump to conclusions, Arnab. Every time you can't be on the right side.
Was there an FIR filed? Was an FIR filed?
Can you allow me to say, or are you going to keep on going on? Are you going to allow me to say? There was an FIR that was filed by the government, by the police themselves yesterday. The government, the police filed an FIR yesterday, and it is not a case of law and order, Ranjana ji.
Oh, really? It's not a case of law and order. Wonderful.
What is it? Simple case of traffic violation.
Oh, it's a traffic violation. Oh, wonderful.
Traffic violation.
Oh my God.
Advaita Kala.
You did not know. You are
Shazia Ilmi and Advaita Kala come into the debate.
This is a simple case of traffic violation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think at this stage,
ladies and
gentlemen, I think I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. One second, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. I've just heard perhaps the most ridiculous argument of this month by a senior Samajwadi Party leader who says...
every argument which comes with a fact is a ridiculous argument.
No, sir, the one which you've given now is ridiculous.
Without a fact is a correct argument.
No, sir, it's a ridiculous argument. It's a crazy argument.
Can you bring something more? No, then you bring the facts. You bring the facts before the people of this country.
The facts are there. You don't see the pictures. Let's put the pictures. I mean, I don't think I can have this conversation without the pictures on the screen. No, I'm just showing you the pictures. What facts do you want? 1 minute. 1 minute, Mr. Jetley.
Pictures are not going to tell you what the incident was behind. Which incident happened.
Behind means what? A woman is being assaulted on a road.
It is only
a woman is being assaulted on a road, and after that she is having to
Uttar Pradesh is the
Mr.
first
Jetley
in the country Uttar Pradesh is the first state in the country to come forward with a road safety policy.
Oh, please, Mr. Jetley, you embarrass me. You embarrass me.
No, please. You have no idea.
You're embarrassing yourself now.
You have no idea.
Shazia Ilmi is coming in right now, and I think that's the most... Gentlemen, I'm going to open up the phone lines, and Shazia Ilmi, Shazia Ilmi and Shazia Ilmi, Advaita Kala can come on the discussion. 1 second. Sir, please.
Yeah, I would like
to... please. Yes, Shazia.
I really feel compelled to... jump in. It's so unfortunate. We have to watch this, and these are the kind of explanations we're getting. Right on the streets, in broad daylight, a couple is assaulted. People look on, and for them it's some kind of a tamasha. The cop does nothing, and the girl, and let us salute the spirit of this girl, this lady, this wonderful Braveheart, and thank God for her. And I hope we see more of this. But does it have to come to this? Is what I have to ask. Have we sunken so low? What kind of depraved indifference is this that reeks of a complete dysfunctional society? And I'm really shocked to know that nobody felt the need to intervene, help out. And the explanation is that the cop was there, but nobody filed an FIR, but somebody is being beaten up on the streets.
Madhukar Jetley is teaching us the law tonight.
A sea of people.
The girl has not filed. Can you tell me, Shazia, can you tell me why did the girl not go to the police station to lodge an FIR?
Because they're scared of your police.
Number of times. The girl is not, the girl is not at home. The girl is not living in that address. The girl is not in that address. The government, the police has gone to that place. The police has arrested the boy. The police has arrested the boy who was involved in this incident. But why has the girl not gone to the police station to lodge an FIR?
I don't think you know the law.
The cop has lodged an FIR. The cop has lodged an FIR. The FIR has been lodged, action has been taken. The man has been arrested. The man is in the
cop can watch.
But what more is the requirement? No, don't shout. Ranjana, please don't shout. I am going to ask you, where is the girl? Why has she not come? Why has the girl not come to the police station when the police went to the girl's house number of times? The girl is not available there.
Now you're saying it's traffic violation.
I think Mr. Jetley.
It is a police.
Okay, Mr. Jetley, can I speak to you? Can you hear me? 1 second, Mr. Jetley, 1 second, please. Okay. 5 ridiculous and 5 crazy things said by you on the Newshour tonight. The first crazy thing which you say is that we acted. No, sir, you didn't act. You acted after the media acted. After the stories out in the media, ask the SSP, Mr. Om Prakash, call him up right now. Pick up your phone and call him and ask him, is Arnab Goswami lying? Second thing, you knew about this 2 days back. You didn't act. The SSP told me that. You can check out whether he told me that 15 minutes back. Third point, I give you the crazy statement of the year award for saying this is a traffic violation. A woman is assaulted on an open road, and she has to fight for herself. Hundreds of people walk past, and you have the temerity. You have the temerity to come on national television and say it's a traffic violation. Sir, it's a traffic violation. Your fourth.
When the police is already on her side, why is she not coming forward to lodge an FIR?
The fourth, if I may say so, insane argument, and I don't want to use strong language with you. Your fourth insane argument which you put is...
You can say anything to anyone.
So I will say it to you.
You see, an insane person recognizes another insane also.
No, but
sir, I'm saying it to you. You were presenting an insane argument. I didn't call you insane. 1 second. I didn't say you're insane. I said your argument is insane. And you know why your argument is insane is because you come on national television and
your recognition may be insane also.
Sir, I'm telling you, your argument is insane, and I'll tell you why. Your argument is insane because you have the temerity to come on television and say, where is the girl? Where is the girl? You want to fault that girl. I'd say to Mr. Jetley, I'd say tonight, I want to compliment that girl.
You can't.
I think she's a very brave girl.
On a Newshour program.
So I think she's a very brave girl.
Investigations that were being carried out in all the matters.
Sir, I think she's a very brave girl. Let's put the pictures on the screen. Mr. Jetley. Mr. Jetley, she is a very brave girl.
The report has come that the rape did not take place.
Mr. Jetley, she is a very brave girl.
Now will you apologize from the people of this country?
Mr. Jetley, she is a very brave girl.
Manipulate the situation.
Mr. Jetley, she's a very brave girl.
But I'm saying that if
she is a very brave girl, Mr. Jetley. When I gave you other examples at that point of time, you told me. Look at how you're reacting when you're cornered, Mr. Jetley. Just a while back, 1 second. No, just a while back when I was telling you two told me to restrict yourself to this subject. When I restrict myself to this subject, you're trying to pick up other cases, which means you have no argument on this one. You cannot blame the girl. She's the bravest girl. She was fighting alone. And in fact, I'd say, Rahul Easwar, I'd say all those onlookers.
Why is she hiding?
Absolutely.
She's a
Hiding?
brave girl. She should come forward. She should not hide.
Because
She's not hiding.
you now are casting aspersions. I'm going to open up the phone lines right now. No, I'm going to open up the phone lines. A Samajwadi Party leader comes and casts aspersions on a young girl saying, why is she hiding? Now we got Christopher from Bangalore on the phone line. We open up the phone lines. Christopher, good evening. Christopher, good evening. We go carry on with the debate. Let's take a few callers in. Christopher, good evening. Mr. Jetley, can you hear me, Christopher? I don't think Christopher is on the line. Okay, Rahul Easwar, why should the onlookers not be punished? Mr. Rahul Easwar, why should the onlookers not be punished?
I think they should be.
Rahul Easwar, why should the onlookers not be punished? Can you hear me, Rahul Easwar? Or can't you? Oh, you lost the line with him. You think the onlookers should be punished? Advaita Kala.
I just want to first start by just asking Mr. Jetley one simple question. Why does any girl, why does any woman in this country need to be so brave? And that is a very relevant question to ask at this point of time. Why does she need to take the law into her own hands to defend herself? And that is something that is deeply anguishing about this situation. And we can get into all kinds of semantics about law and order situations and statistics. But the bottom line is we may commend her, but it's tragic that she needs to be this brave. And that is something that we cannot ignore in this situation.
And I don't think people like Mr. Jetley actually understand the changing mood of the people of this country. I want to remind them of an incident that happened in August 2014 in Bangalore. I have the pictures there, where there was a woman who was on a daily run when some 30-year-old molester started harassing her. Let's put out those pictures there by making some kind of weird noises and gestures. She fought back this man. She chased the assaulter. She made him kneel, and she then kicked him. She made him kneel and then she kicked him. Now, you know what? People like Mr. Madhukar Jetley would say, that woman also needs to come up and explain why she did that. As far as people like Mr. Jetley are concerned, it is the assaulters who are the heroes, and it is the women who should be made to feel like they are the ones who need to answer. Rahul Easwar.
Arnab, that's the culture they created in UP.
It is very unfortunate that a person from Samajwadi Party gave such a statement. We should appreciate the media and the girl for raising this issue to such strong extent. However, it is not a legally tenable position to say that the onlookers should be punished. We can inspire them to have more social intervention, but legally it is not possible to punish them.
Why? Who says that? What law? Change the law?
Not legally punish them.
How? What kind? Why is it not? Watching a crime.
Through what kind of a law can you punish them?
Why can't you create a law that punishes them?
Through what kind of a law can you punish them? We should rather inspire them, give them value education, inspire through media, but let us not take it overboard. Let us not overstress the argument and say that the onlookers should be punished.
Well,
the onlookers,
course,
through these kind of media awareness discussions can be inspired.
No, these people don't care unless
I doubt whether it is legally tenable.
You know, it's so silly of you to make that argument. It's so silly of you to make that argument, Rahul. You know why? Because when it comes to rapists, you are among those people who say, let's have tough laws to take on rapists. Let rapists face toughest of laws.
That's true.
You always said, Arnab, I am with you when it goes to rapists, but when it comes to this case, you just go soft. Now, you say what kind of a law? I say...
See, Arnab, there are grey areas.
What grey areas, Rahul? There are no grey areas when it comes to molesters and assaulters and people who assault women on streets. Ranjana Kumari wants to respond to you. Ranjana Kumari to Rahul Easwar.
Yes, I think there is a law. If you're watching a crime happening and you did not do anything about it, then you are accomplice to the crime. And that is what, in this case, the people who are onlookers and watchers, we had said that at the time of Assam case also, that the people who watch a crime happening are the people who are also part of that crime, because they did not go to the police, they did not help, they did not do anything about it, they did not report the crime.
Yes.
So that means that they should also be punished for watching and being onlooker. What is Rahul Easwar talking about? Don't we have that legal framework within which they can be also punished? We do have that legal framework.
Why can't it be? Why can't it be?
That law cannot be invoked.
No, why can't it be? I'm so sorry. Then what happens to a woman? No, one second. Rahul, just a minute. What happens to a woman who's assaulted on a street like this?
Raped, molested or anything.
No, what happens to a woman, Shazia, I don't know. What happens to a woman who's assaulted on the street? The police won't help you. In this case, the police did nothing till it was actually reported in the media. The law is not on your side because there's nothing in the law that helps those who are gawkers, right? And the third and most critical point is politicians like Mr. Jetley will come on national television and say, where's the girl? Let her come out. She's not filed an FIR, almost making it seem as if she's the one to blame. Shazia, we're going to take callers after this. Shazia.
Well, absolutely. And it's, I grew up in UP and I know how difficult it is really to even go out to share public spaces with people, because you are at risk at any given point of time and you live in a constant state of fear. Anything could happen and nobody's there to speak up for you. But there's a shair in Urdu. There's a couplet, खामोशी जुर्म है अगर मुंह में ज़बा हो, कुछ ना कहना भी है जालिम की हिमायत करना. Silence is a crime if you don't speak up for others, because it tantamounts to siding with the enemy. So those onlookers should be punished and their photograph should be there and they should be told that this can happen to you. If you won't speak up for others, nobody will speak up for you.
The phone lines on Times Now. The phone lines on Times are actually burning right now. We have so many callers. Our first caller is Mr. Patnaik, and I think he's calling us from Odisha tonight. Mr. Patnaik, good evening. Good evening, Arnab here.
Good evening, good evening.
What would you like to say, Mr. Patnaik, on this horrible incident?
Yeah.
Just reduce your volume of your television set. Actually, to all our viewers calling right now, when you call in, reduce the volume of your television set. Otherwise, you'll hear an echo when you're connected. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, actually, what I mean to say, hello?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Patnaik. I can hear you.
Actually, what I mean to say is that there are, hello?
Go ahead, Mr. Patnaik. I can hear you.
Yeah, there are so many people who are standing.
Yeah.
We are generally we are blaming the police people and our lawlessness and all these things. But the main thing is that people who are standing, and even they are, from your visuals, what I see is they're not. They are very much interested in watching what tamasha is going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
it's a typical mentality, unfortunately, which people like Mr. Madhukar Jetley don't seem to be offended by. Mr. Jetley, hear these people, reconcile with your position. In fact, I think your government and the police in Meerut should bow down with shame and apologize for being ignorant and ineffective in helping the victim. You come on television and you say, where is the victim?
You see, Arnab,
no, why do you make a victim
Arnab,
feel worse by saying things like that? No, why do you make a victim feel worse? Are you being chauvinistic, sexist when you say that?
But can I ask you?
Yes.
No, but can I ask you who lodged the FIR? I'm asking you who lodged the FIR.
Okay, so my question to you, when did they lodge the FIR?
The same police lodged the FIR.
They lodged the FIR after the matter came out in the media. Why don't you say the complete story? The fact came out in the media, then they lodged the FIR.
Before that, the girl should have been...
So they again blame the girl. Ridiculous. I don't think you're going to change. A caller from Coimbatore.
Why did they not do that?
It's only in India that a politician comes on air and blames a victim of sexual assault.
The onus is on the
It's
girl.
a physical assault. Only a victim of physical assault is blamed by politicians. Only victims are blamed by politicians only in India.
I am telling you, you are misleading the people of this country.
I'm not misleading anyone, sir. I'm not misleading anyone, sir.
People on this panel who are not aware about the incident.
Sir, the people
they don't know what incident took place.
Sir, the SP of Meerut in defense to protect the
the incident, actually, it is, I am telling you, I am challenging you to prove me wrong and give the facts beyond what I am saying.
Mr. Jetley, you want to come on television and lie 1,000 times? You hold your conscience and realize that you are talking rubbish on television. You are lying on television, Mr. Jetley. You are lying on television, Mr. Jetley. This incident happened day before yesterday. Don't lie on television, Mr. Jetley. Don't lie on television, Mr. Jetley. You may be a senior politician, but don't lie on television. The fact of you should apologize for the way in which you are lying on television tonight, Mr. Jetley. The fact of the matter, Mr. Jetley, is the incident happened. The incident happened day before yesterday. The Home Guards knew. The girl did not file an FIR. The incident was closed down.
You brought people on your panel who only tried to
Mr. Jetley, only after media reports did your government act. You are blindfolded and you lie on television. I'm getting it's not about the Samajwadi Party, it's about the kind of country we want to be.
Investigate the
Our caller from Coimbatore is Mahesh. He's calling in from Coimbatore on this developing story. Our phone lines are burning. Unfortunately, I'm only going to take a couple of more calls. Yes, please. No, you are lying, sir. You are lying on television, sir. I accuse you of lying on television, Mr. Jetley.
You have lied and it is proved.
You are repeatedly lying on television to cover yourself up, Mr. Jetley.
Mayawati should apologize. Ramvilas Paswan should apologize. Meera Kumar should apologize.
Sir, there is a policeman there. Sir, don't lie on television. It's the greatest crime.
Mr. Jetley,
don't do this, Mr. Jetley, to cover yourself up. 1 second, please. Ranjana Kumari.
You are not aware of the fact that
Mr. Jetley,
1 minute.
Patient went on the righteous outrage.
You are unnecessarily one after the other, you are giving Mr. Jetley misleading arguments. Day before yesterday, the incident happened. You are not aware what time the FIR was lodged. What action did police take? You are only challenging a girl who knows that if she goes to the police station, how she will be treated. No, you don't know. No, you don't know. You are just trying to mislead by just telling all kinds of wrong facts. You are saying it is a traffic. It is a traffic. No.
Jetley ji, please be more patient with the righteous outrage of the media.
The whole world is seeing.
Would request you to be more patient with the righteous outrage of the media.
Absolutely.
Jetley ji, we request you to be more patient with the righteous outrage of the media and please reconcile and take a more nuanced position on this.
I don't think Mr. Jetley will. I'll take a few more callers. Mahesh is calling from Coimbatore. Mahesh.
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, sir.
I'm really surprised by the comments of Mr. Jetley.
So am I.
He says that the victim should come out and complain. Let us assume that where a girl is being murdered in the road, will Jetley ask for a dead body to come and file a complaint?
Answer that, Mr. Jetley. Answer that, Mr. Jetley. He won't act. He'll say there was...
This is the most ridiculous statement.
Why? Because the viewer asks it's ridiculous. Because an average citizen asks you a question, it's ridiculous.
The girl should come and assist the police.
Anything that...
How will the legal case go forward?
Show some respect to our viewers.
You cannot take the legal case forward without the statement of the girl. How can the legal statement...
Sir, there is the incident has happened. Your home guards know about it. They could have acted. There are pictures of the incident. What do you want to know? It happens in broad daylight.
Don't give me misleading statements, Arnab. You are...
Sir, you are misleading. You are lying. You are misleading. You are lying and you are covering yourself up. And I'm saying this again to you.
Present there, you could see what was happening.
Jayashree is calling in from Pune.
Jetley ji, you being a senior politician from
yes,
SP.
Rahul Easwar. Yes, Rahul Easwar. Rahul Easwar, please. Rahul Easwar, please.
Jetley ji, you being a senior politician from SP and being the ruling party, we all would like to request you to take a more nuanced position, and there is a righteous outrage from the media and they have every right to ask that question. So I hope you will be more patient and accepting of that very righteous questioning. Second thing, we should inspire people for social intervention, and all these kind of social intervention should be encouraged. However, onlooker getting punished might be stretching the argument a bit too far. That might not be possible. So we should go for a much more centrist and balanced point of view rather than slipping onto both extremes, justifying our own viewpoints by self-perpetuating arguments. We should take a more nuanced stand and all goons should go punished. That Braveheart is great. Our media is right in raising this point, but let us keep it to a centrist mid this point.
Yeah, but you know, yes, Shazia, I'm going to come back to Jayashree's on the line.
I think we should also incentivize.
Yes, Shazia.
Okay.
Yes, Shazia. Yeah, come on, briefly, please.
Yeah.
I think we should also incentivize good Samaritans. Just because people get scared, because it becomes a law and order situation, they don't take victims to the hospitals. I think there should be some kind of incentive for people to behave like good Samaritans. We saw what happened in Australia, how all the passengers got together and came to the rescue of another passenger when there was an incident.
Exactly.
And we should learn from that, punish the onlookers if they don't, and incentivize the good ones.
I don't know, but I also get a sense here. I'd like to wrap up by asking Advaita this. Yes, Advaita. Yes, Advaita.
I think we also need to recognize our own hypocrisy. We are not a society of good Samaritans as a standard, and I agree with Rahul Easwar when he says that we definitely need some introspection when it comes to these situations. There have been far too many instances of this happening, and we just hide behind the fact that the law doesn't support action when you're a bystander, but that isn't the case. I think we need to introspect. The reason this is an obvious example of, look at our rates of domestic violence, and the fact that something like this spills onto the streets shouldn't really shock anyone.
Yeah.
As opposed to happening behind closed doors, it's happening out in public.
Absolutely.
So I don't really see why we shouldn't turn the lens on ourselves as a society rather than pointing fingers. And coming back to Mr. Jetley, I mean, he's hiding behind legalese and the chronology of events. But the bottom line is that you have a young woman of a diminutive stature taking such action and trying to break up a fight. It's quite visible from the photographs that she's trying to break this fight up. And no one comes to help her, and there is a social environment where the only police officer there is not even contributing. I think we have to look at why we have such an environment.
We have this environment,
and that
Advaita.
Is really the question Mr. Jetley has to answer.
Yeah, he has to answer that question, and Mr. Jetley, I just want to tell you this. When does a young woman come out and react like that. You know when she does? When she's fed up with people like you who run the government in a way that they don't feel answerable, when she feels fed up with the police, when she feels that nobody is going to help her, when she knows that she is surrounded by a bunch of cowards who are going to watch, when she knows that there is an administration that will not help her, when she knows that she is just a common citizen, Mr. Jetley, who has to fend for herself. You need to get off your high horse and understand things in that sense of reality. You wouldn't like this to happen to any of your family members or your loved ones. If it happens to someone else, Mr. Jetley, don't pretend it is not an important issue. Our last caller is Jayashree, and I'm taking her call from Pune tonight. That's our last call on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Yes, Jayashree. Okay, we lost the line with her. Mr. Jetley, introspect. Rahul Easwar, Shazia Ilmi, Ranjana Kumari and Advaita Kala. Thank you for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you.